Oh, my, would you look at that? My shrubbery is getting long. And there are just leaves piled throughout this yard.
Oh,
Why, I
wow.
wish I could get someone to come over here and blow those leaves out and maybe trim my shrubbery.
Did somebody call a landscaper? Sorry if my leaf blower was a little too loud there, ma'am.
Oh, my, well, you did startle me with it. But might you be able to work on my weeds, too?
Yes, I can, ma'am. Oops, looks like I trimmed a little too close and I just weed whacked your pants off.
Oh, dear, it looks like you did. How are we going to handle this situation?
I got an idea.
I got an idea, too.
Is that another weed whacker, or was that them making out at the end?
I think that was them making out. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but that is play-by-play of Olivia's first date. She's on the phone for a second date, and she wants to call a dude named Austin. Austin is a landscaper. He showed up to work on her yard, and she had very lustful eyes
Oh, man.
and invited him in for soda, and then they hooked up. They also made plans to go out later that night to a bar, and she showed up to the bar. He was there with his friends, but at a certain point, he just disappeared, and she hasn't heard a word from him. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out what happened. You ready to go, Olivia?
I'm ready.
Oh, God.
my.
Yeah, after that reenactment, she's got to be ready. It's like you lived it all over again, didn't
Yeah.
you, Olivia?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's the worst possible scenario right now?
They didn't like me, you know. He just was like, just changed his mind.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was cool when you guys hooked up, and then he had to hang out with you at the bar, and maybe he just didn't click with you.
Yeah, but that's so low to just leave. I hate that.
All right, well, let's find out. I'm going to call him right now and see if we can get your answer. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Austin, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Austin, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Brooke and what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a morning radio show.
Okay, I kind of don't listen to the radio, so I've never heard of you guys. Sorry. But
No, it's,
okay.
it's all good, man. I'm calling you today, though, because we actually got an email into our show about you.
what?
Yeah. It's a segment we do on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us, and we'll get that person on the phone and hopefully find out why they're not calling them back. And you recently met a woman named Olivia.
Oh,
Yeah?
Yes.
okay, wait a minute. She emailed you about me and her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told us about how you came over to work on her house because you do landscaping, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, apparently you do more than that.
Yeah, we
Full
heard,
service.
we heard you are hot.
look, like, why would she call the radio show?
I don't know, because she wants to see you again. Yeah. She said she really enjoyed your initial experience with her when you came over to work on her house, and then she said she liked hanging out with you at the bar, but you just disappeared, and she hasn't heard from you.
I mean, yeah, but I just don't get why she would want to make this business public.
I don't think that she's ashamed by any of it.
Okay, no. That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
I mean, I just don't know why she would want that out there. But all right.
Sounds like it was fun.
I mean, it was until we were at the bar later on, and we were shooting some pool, and I went to go get some another round of drinks, and this guy comes up to me. Never seen this guy before in my life.
Okay.
But he bows up on me, and he says, "I know you slept with my wife."
Wait, what?
Wife?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. This guy says that he followed her to the bar from the house, saw her hanging out with me, knew that something had happened.
Whoa.
And, like, I was, like, I was questioning it. Like, is this guy messing with me? So I asked him some questions. I asked him a little bit about the house. He knew everything about the house. He knew everything about the lawn.
Oh, no.
And I...
Wow.
But that's...
So
That is
you
really
think
weird.
Olivia is married?
Yeah.
So why would she call us? I now have the same questions that you do.
Yeah, why would she want this out there? What the?
And that's what I'm saying. I have no idea why she would want this out in public unless she, I don't know.
But there's got to be more to the story because she would have seen, I mean, if she is in fact married, I don't know for sure that I even believe that yet. If she is married, she would have seen her husband at the bar talking to you.
Thing is, the pool is in its own area in the bar, so it's like in another room, so she might not have actually seen him.
That would be
Oh, wow.
so weird for him to just approach you and not approach her. Like, what kind of self-control do you have to have?
Now, I don't know, maybe he did, but he was basically just talking to me, and yeah, he threatened me. He basically said, you know, you're not seeing her anymore, you're not talking to her.
What?
He basically said that I couldn't, like, landscape at the place anymore.
Oh, damn, you lost a client, too.
You know, after all that, like, I don't want to get in any more trouble with my job, so I took off. I was out.
Yeah, understandable.
Why didn't you respond to her text messages like, hey, I'm not writing back because you have a husband?
I'm not getting in the middle of that. Again, like, I didn't mean to get in the middle of it in the first place, but you know, after I met the guy, it's like, no, I'm not going to be texting with his wife.
But
she can't
awful,
be.
Austin.
I feel like she can't be married if she's willing to do a second date with us and everything else.
There's got to be more to the story.
I don't know.
I know who does know. It's Olivia, and she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You want to talk to her?
Unless she's hung up.
What?
Olivia, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What are you doing?
I'm not married.
Really?
I don't know what you're talking about or who you're talking about.
Are you 100% sure?
Are you sure?
I mean, yeah, I'm not married. Why would I call them? If I were married, that would be stupid.
I mean, it's pretty stupid unless you think you're getting away with it. I mean, your husband knows.
I don't have a husband. I'm not married.
Okay, wait, are you divorced? Do you have a crazy ex-boyfriend?
Have you hooked up with anyone else?
I don't know who this guy is.
But he knew everything about you.
In the house.
This dude is 5'10". He's got brown hair. He was wearing a plaid shirt. He's got a tattoo on the forearm.
Does it say Olivia?
Like, literally, you're describing every guy at the bar. I mean, that's like, I'm not married. I have no idea.
Well, I don't know. It just seemed legit to me.
Look, Austin, didn't we have a good time? I mean, that's what you should be thinking about. Like, it was good, right?
That part of it, yeah, but your
Okay.
husband also saw that too.
What?
What?
He saw? He was watching.
What?
When he was talking to me at the bar, he said, "I saw what you did."
How could he
Saw it
see?
Whoa.
apparently, they got some sort of drop cam in the house, and he saw it.
Oh.
Olivia, are
what?
you married?
He set up a camera?
What do you mean he set up a camera? It sounds like you know something, Olivia.
Yeah, who's he?
No, I mean, that's not what I meant.
You are lying.
You're married.
No.
You are cheating on your
No.
husband.
I just meant, like, who's going to set up a camera in general? I mean, like, he set up a camera? Like, who does that? That's what
Shame
I
Okay,
meant.
on
it sounds,
you.
Olivia, like you just slipped. That's what it sounds like.
And how dare you put Austin in that position?
And us.
It's not what you think. It's complicated.
Oh, is it?
now
Okay, so now things are starting to come out a little bit because you misspoke there.
You cheater.
Olivia.
Oh, man.
Don't try to paint me as this bad person. You don't know me.
Oh.
Okay, but we don't know you.
Yeah, but
because we
you're-
thought you were like just single, living at a house, hooking up with the landscaper, and we find out that you have a husband.
You have no idea what my life is like, and it's complicated. There's more to the story.
Well, don't bring other people into your mess. Keep your mess to yourself if it's that complicated.
You know what? If you were in my shoes, you would have done the same thing.
Okay, so now you're admitting it. You have a husband.
No.
Get out to
You
the
just
Brian, like,
you just
don't.
said you would have done the same thing, which means that you cheated on your husband with Austin.
No, that I
man.
slept with a hot guy is what I'm saying.
while
Oh,
married.
yeah.
I'm not playing your stupid games anymore. This is over.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Wow.
B.
Hey, Austin.
I am sorry,
Wow.
Austin. I
Yeah,
am sorry for
so-
doubting your story.
You were right.
Sounds like she's sure married, and that dude you talked to was her husband.
Listen, like I'm usually all for that kind of stuff, but I don't.
Austin, don't say that.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Oh, that is crazy.
The thing is, Austin, you think about it, there's videotape of you out there now.
Oh, gross.
Oh, see, I just don't want to get in trouble with my job. That's the thing. And if my boss found out that I did that again, then he'd be totally upset.
Again, Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, man, I think you maybe have learned your lesson now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Cynthia, please?
This is she.
Hey, Cynthia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi, this is who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning? It's a radio show.
Okay. Hi.
Have you ever heard of us?
No, I haven't heard of you, but good for you. You got a radio show, but why are you guys calling me?
Thank you.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with somebody and they emailed us because you aren't calling them back.
Okay.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. I know it's kind of weird, but you recently hung out with a dude named Thomas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
That's a positive response.
And Thomas emailed us because he's confused why you're not calling him back after your date.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Just not really my type, I guess.
Are you not attracted to him? Is that what it was? Because it was a blind date, so you didn't really know what you're getting into.
Right. You know, he was a handsome guy. I mean, we had an awesome time. Very competitive, but yeah, just wasn't my type.
Okay, but if he's a handsome guy and you had a great time, what about him is, like, what's wrong with him?
I mean, wow. So he was a cool guy, but it was just, something was just a little off. That's all.
What could be off, though? Because, Cynthia, all you've done is compliment him, so what could be off?
And you've, laughed cutely during the whole time we've talked to you about him.
Because he was so sweet, but goodness, oh, goodness, I hate
What's
to
the but? What's the but? He was so sweet, but what?
Is he dumb? Does he have, a weird eye or something?
He's just so little, I felt like I was with my son.
What?
Oh.
Hold on.
There's a big height difference.
There's a huge height difference. He had to be at least a couple of inches shorter than me, and I don't really like that. I'm not attracted to that.
How short is he?
So I'm 5'6", and he had to be about 5'2.5".
Oh, so he's really short.
He's really short, and the sad part is he had to use smaller balls. I felt so bad.
And he's like kids bowling balls?
Yes, he had to, though. I got it. It was just very awkward, but he was great. I just can't do the little bitty thing.
Well, and you're not even that tall.
I'm way taller than him. Do you know what that looks like with heels on? First of all, when I met him, I had on a blue heel. I didn't know he was going to be that little. So I had on this heel, and it's like I walk up, and I couldn't even see him at first. Like, where is he?
He's like swiping at your kneecaps like, hey, I'm down here.
It was just weird. I mean, gosh.
I really don't think you should discredit him, though, because I have dated many a short men, and they work very hard for you.
Well, maybe, but I'm not used to dating that little.
So how did the rest of your night go?
At the end of the night, what really got it was the awkward kiss. Like, I'm used to looking up. I had to slump so far down, and it was weird.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it.
Hey, Cynthia, as a short guy, that's my favorite part. I date taller women, and I love it when they have to bend down to kiss me. It's hilarious. But not that many people find it funny.
Yeah, that's just not my thing. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, Cynthia, I do need to let you know that Thomas is on the other line listening to this conversation.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
For real? I'm short? Oh, my God, no.
Wait a minute, nah. We had a good time. You know, big things come in small packages.
He's right.
I didn't know you were there. I am so sorry. It's so embarrassing.
Come on. You didn't have to look down on me that far. It was barely bent over.
Thomas, my back was hurting by the time I came back up.
Come on, I don't do that. You know, the back was hurting because of that whipping I put on you and bowling. We had a good time, man.
You know what? You're right. We had an amazing time. It's just, you are short.
Oh.
I can hear you this whole time. All you saying is that you had a good time, and you said I'm handsome. Thank you. I don't see why we can't go out. You can't look past my shortness.
Oh, goodness. I did. You're right. You're totally right. I don't think it's going to work. Just not gonna work.
And I'm not 5'2". I'm 5'4" and a quarter. And if I stretch, 5'4.5".
Yeah, you see, Cynthia, he could stretch out to you and get to 5'4.5".
On a good day, I can stretch and I'll be tall as I can be handsome.
You've got to give it another chance. I mean,
he sounds like a great guy.
So, Thomas, it doesn't bother you to, date a woman that towers over you? Like, I literally tower over you. That don't bother you at all?
You know, as a short man, I can do things other men can't do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got stuff underneath the cabinet? Boom, I can get that. You ain't got to bend and hurt your back. You know what I'm saying? Something going to the bed, I could just pretty much backflip under there if I need to. I'm telling you, anytime you need your shoes tied, I'm right there. I can stand up doing it. You know what I'm saying? So,
you have to say yes to him.
Wow.
I know you laugh and you think I'm funny. I know you got that pretty smile on your face.
And complimenting the smile. Come on, Cynthia.
Oh, Miss, stop.
Come on, girl, you got me acting crazy. I had to call the radio station to get you to talk to me again.
Oh, Miss, you just stop. You're embarrassing me on this radio station.
You know, I do whatever it takes to make you smile. That's all I'm trying to do for the, next foreseeable future. At least one more time.
Oh, Miss, you are bad. You're too much. Stop it.
I'm just trying to get a little bit more of your time, Mama. That's all.
You sure know how to win someone over.
So there you go, Cynthia. Will you go on a second date with Thomas? We know he's short, but he sounds like an awesome dude, and it sounds like you like him. Will you go out with him one more time? We'll pay for it.
Maybe I'm being a bit judgmental, and Thomas, you make me laugh. So, yes, I will go out on a second date.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right here. It's a victory for short dudes everywhere.
Congratulations. Thomas, you got a second date, and yes, you scored a victory for short guys all across the world today.
Oh, man, thank you. Brooke Jubal, I appreciate y'all so much. Cynthia, you ain't going to regret this, baby. You know what I'm saying? I might be 5'4", but I'm 6'5" in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Oh, my goodness.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Justine, please?
this is she.
Hey, Justine, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Fine. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
We're calling you because one of our listeners actually asked us to get you on the phone.
About
Skydiving.
Yeah.
Put it blunt.
It's actually true.
skydiving?
Yeah. You went skydiving just, like a week and a half ago now? Something like that?
How did you know that?
Because Raul, the dude that you went skydiving with, wanted us to call you. Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Raul told us how you guys went skydiving, and now he can't get a hold of you. So he asked if we could help.
So you're calling to ask me for Raul? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, it's kind of like a middle school type situation. Like,
Right?
you know, hey, do you like our friend Raul? Can you check yes or no on this box?
It's so true.
Yeah, I definitely have to check no on that box.
Okay.
Really?
That makes sense.
Okay, well, do you mind telling us why?
He lied to me?
What?
He lied to
That
you.
is not the answer I was expecting. I thought you meant, like, it wasn't because he was being a big sissy and wouldn't jump out of the plane?
No, I was so over it before that even happened.
You were over the date before you guys even went skydiving.
Oh, my God.
Well, his account is way different. I mean, other than being scared to jump out of the plane, he thought you had a great time.
I mean, I had a great time skydiving.
Okay, so
what-
that was fun, but what did he lie to you about?
He kind of catfished me.
Oh, does he look totally different than what his picture did on the dating profile?
No, he looked like his picture. It was him. It was the same guy from the photo.
So how did he catfish you then?
Yeah, like his job or something?
He just lied on his dating profile. He said he was 5'8",
Uh-huh.
and I knew right away when I walked up and saw him, he is taller than he said he was.
Wait, what?
He's taller than 5'8".
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah,
And-
he is definitely taller than 5'8", because I am 5'10", and he was as tall as me, and I only date shorter guys.
What?
Oh, what?
Okay, so
What? Are you like the only girl that has ever said that in the history of like the universe?
It doesn't really matter. He still lied.
Wait, okay. Right now, I don't even care about that point. Why do you want to date guys that are shorter than you?
I like to date shorter guys because I'm 5'10", and guys who are shorter than me, they try harder. They're a lot nicer. Tall guys are usually really talky and douchey.
Dude.
And I've just learned from experience.
Justine.
It is always better.
I'm like 5'7", maybe, and I've been saying that my whole life. That shorter dudes, we have to work harder, you know?
It really has.
Well, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you guys, like, even if you want to make that big generalization and that's true, was Raul cocky and a douche? Like, I feel like you're judging him before he even got a word out.
I mean, it doesn't matter because I've had enough experience to know that shorter guys are just better. And, I mean, they're hotter to me.
Wow.
Thank you. On behalf of all the short dudes, this is the best second date we've ever done.
I like what I like, okay? For example, I like being able to help out around the house and reach the tall things that the guy can't. I think that's fun.
Okay.
And I like going out with a guy that can be the little spoon, you know? Sometimes I want to be the big spoon, and that's a lot easier when the guy is short.
Hey, Justine, what do you feel about like a guy having to get on his tiptoes to kiss you when you're in high heels?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's really, really cute.
Isn't it the best? It's hilarious. I love it because I like taller women to put on high heels next to me and make me feel like a little dude.
If you have a big nose, it's game
Oh,
over.
if you have, don't tell me you have a big nose, Justine.
guys,
I won't be able to finish this thing.
Stop trying to be her little pocket boyfriend,
Oh,
okay?
boy. Justine, I'll calm down and fall back for a second, but I do need to let you know that Raul is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Hi, Justine.
Seriously?
Justine, are you kidding me? I mean, that's why you're not calling me back?
Yeah, 'cause you lied to me. I don't date liars, and I don't date tall guys.
Whoa.
You're both.
You're a lying, tall bastard, Raul.
I mean, but this has to be the first time in history. Guys always lie and say they're taller.
Yeah, why are you lying and saying you're shorter, Raul?
Look, I didn't even realize I put 5'8". Okay, I'll go back and fix it. But Justine, come on. I mean, that's why you don't want to date me because I'm, 2 inches taller than I said I was.
Are you 5'8" or under?
No, but I mean,
Okay, fine.
2
Then
inches.
I'm not interested.
Oh my gosh,
man.
Justine. Justine, you could be missing out on like the person of your dreams. You could be missing out on amazing people just because of this weird height restriction for you.
Or she could be more accepting to amazing people who are closer to the ground. Depends how you look at it, Justine. I'm on your side.
Yeah, we can tell.
Why are you guys trying to tell me what I like? I've been with guys. I know my height cut off. I want to be with a guy who's 5'8" or under. Then we don't even need a king-size bed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not telling you, I am fully behind you on this one. You have my complete support, Justine.
I mean, come on. I mean, don't you like to feel protected by a guy who's, 3, 4, 5 inches taller than they
Oh,
are?
what are you saying? I need protection?
No,
That I can't protect myself? I'd prefer to be with a guy who could jump out of a plane before me without throwing a little fit.
She's got a point.
all right, you got me there, but I finally did jump. Okay, I did jump.
Oh,
true.
good for
Give
you.
him credit.
Yeah.
All 5'10" of you.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we all know the answer to this, but Justine, would you like to go out with Raul one more time on a second
Nope.
date? We will pay for it. You didn't let me finish the
wow.
sentence, Justine. We'll pay for it.
No, I can't believe it. I mean, over 2 inches. Who ever heard of a girl that wants a shorter guy? I mean, that's bizarre.
Oh, I think if anything, you cut your losses, Raul. It's not something that you can actually control. So I wouldn't feel too awful about it.
And I spent $400.
That part
true.
you may feel bad about.
You are
Yeah.
out $400.
Yeah. That was expensive first date, Raul.
Can you pay for that?
Definitely not.
No.
We will not be paying for your first date that you went on.
Reimbursed.
Yeah.
Well, you were going to pay for the second date.
Yeah, but there wasn't going to be $400. It was gonna be like a $25 gift card to Red Robin or something like that. So I'm not doing that. Justine, are you still there or have you hung up on us by now?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to us and thank you for telling us why you don't want to date Raul.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I'll be hitting you up later.
That was going to happen.
I'm real short.
Yeah, go out with him.
Yeah. Thanks, Raul. Hey, didn't work out for you. I guess you got to find a girl who is accepting of you tall freaks out there.
I'm 5'10". I'm not even that tall for playing out loud.
It's a good point.
Well, I'm sorry. You're too tall to ride this ride, so hi.
Ah, man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Crystal.
Speaking. Who's this?
Hey, Crystal, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm fine. Who is this again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Did I win something?
No, you did not win anything, but I do want to talk to you for a second about a date that you recently went on.
I'm sorry. Wait, you need to talk to me about a date that I went on?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update, and somebody recently emailed us about you.
Someone emailed you about me.
Yes.
And so you're calling me to ask me what?
Why you're not calling him back. His name is Frank. Do you remember going out with a guy named Frank?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So Frank told us that he likes you a lot. He told us a little bit about your date and said that he would really like to see you again, but you're not calling him back. Is there a particular reason?
Oh, there's a reason.
All right. Was it the fact that he tried to kiss you like 1,700 times on your date?
That definitely played a part. There was more to it, not just that.
You have a few minutes to tell us what the more to it is?
I don't mind. I really do have something else I have to do, but he probably should know anyways. If you guys should just pass that to him. Yeah.
Pass what to him?
The reason.
What is the reason?
Well, he has a fragrance about him.
A fragrance. That's usually not a good cologne type of smell when you word it like that.
It's definitely not a cologne, and it's definitely not a good one.
Yeah.
So is it just body odor? What is it?
I don't know what it is, but it is very strong.
What, do you have is there anything you can compare it to?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
It's probably the strongest thing I have ever smelled in my life.
So he smelled weird. That's probably why you turned him down for so many kisses, huh?
Oh.
I didn't even want to be within 100 yards of him.
Oh, no.
Why'd you...
You know, I got to jump in. This is ridiculous what I'm hearing right now.
Wow.
Totally ridiculous.
Who is this?
That is Frank, Crystal. He's actually on the other line listening.
Yeah, and I'm not happy.
So wait a minute.
I'm
You
gonna
had
hear
him
this.
on the phone the whole time, and we're just sitting here?
Yeah. I was going to tell you that a little later, but then Frank decided to jump in, so...
Great. Here we go.
No, I can't believe you're saying that. I don't smell.
Okay. So I really don't have a lot of time, really, to talk about this, but I'm just going to say, to be honest with you, maybe you were nervous before. Maybe your deodorant doesn't work. Maybe you need something stronger. I don't know. But when you gave me a high five, you literally almost knocked me out unconscious.
Whoa.
What?
True story. True story. So if you're wondering why, that is definitely the reason. You probably should bathe thoroughly before a date. Just saying. I have nothing else to say. It's pretty clear. I thought it was clear that I was like 9,000 cars away from you when you tried to give me a kiss. So I'm really done.
You don't sound remorseful. Like, you're not being very nice about approaching his smell, though.
Because it's ridiculous. And honestly, I'm not going to sit here on the radio. I'm already blindsided by being on the radio already. And it was very clear that I wasn't really interested after he tried to kiss me 411,000 times and I said no. So, and now since he's putting me in position, now I have to be firm to let you know if we're looking for a second date, an 11th date, a 12th date, a 1,000th date, it's the exact same reason. It's no all day long. So there we go. I have to go. Sorry, guys. Thanks for calling. I got to go. Bye.
Whoa.
That was direct.
It's pretty, blunt and to the point.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, I don't think you're getting a second date.
Ouch. Has anyone ever commented on your smell before, Frank?
Okay, look, I'm going to give it to you guys straight, all right? I'm not like one of those sissy boys that walks around smelling like freaking cucumbers and strawberries, okay? That's not me, and that's just not what I do. You know, I don't shower every day for a reason. It's unhealthy. So if that's what she's referring to...
Wait, did you say you don't shower every day?
Yeah, I mean... It's scientifically proven that if you shower every day, you're stripping your body because the skin is a protective layer, right? It's not meant to be washed off every day or scrubbed off every day.
He's actually right.
You know? So,
Yeah,
We're
I've heard
obsessed in this country
I've heard
with-
those studies, but you know what? I still take like 3 or 4 showers a day because I don't give a shit. I'd rather not smell.
You don't smell if you don't shower for 1 or 2 days.
Oh, no, you do, Brooke.
No, whatever.
Believe me,
I will shower
I work-
twice a week. That's plenty.
I work with you. Trust me. There have been some occasions where I'm like, whoa, somebody's a little ripe today.
It's fine.
I smell like I smell. I don't smell like ass. It's just natural musk. It's human pheromone.
Smells like a man.
There are women that are attracted to my pheromone type. It's been proven. I mean, I know women that gravitate towards me just because of my natural smell.
Maybe.
It's a Frank smell. It's me.
The Frank
It's
smell.
the Frank smell.
Oh, the Frank. How often do you shower then?
I mean, I feel like I have a calendar, but maybe every 10 to 14 days or so.
Okay, that's even a lot for me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie on that one.
You have to smell a little bit
Yeah.
then.
He's fully embraced the
What?
theory.
Listen, it's just me. It's natural. It's naturally Frank. It's just my scent, guys. I have a scent, just like everybody does.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's why she's not calling you back. She didn't like your scent.
Yes, I just have to leave it up to a woman that gets it, man. This is a tough town, guys. It really is a tough town.
Tough town showers way too much.
Yeah. Or maybe that's why women aren't talking to you in the bars when you go out. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
No, this is a one-time thing. I've never heard somebody go off like this about my smell. Crystal obviously is just off her rocker.
Sounds crazy to me, but you know what? No matter what, it is a second date update, so I have to ask the question. Hey, Crystal, even though you hung up, would you like to go out on a second date with Frank? We will pay for it. No, I don't want to because Frank smells funny, stinky. Are you sure? Frank, do you have anything else to say to Crystal?
Yeah, I don't want to go on a date with her either.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's
you're
all
stupid. You stinky. You smell. I don't like you either.
good. Oh my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alana, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Alana, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
That's right. There's a lot of people that don't know who it is. It's a radio show, a morning radio show. How you doing?
Okay.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they wanted us to get a hold of you.
Okay. What's their name?
He's a southern gentleman who just kind of moved to town. Do you know what I'm talking about? His name is Jeff.
Yes, I do.
He actually emailed us and told us a little bit about your date and is confused as to why you're not calling him back, so he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
I don't know. I just didn't really work.
You didn't really work?
The whole date was just weird. There were little things that happened the whole date, and it just didn't really go well.
Okay, can you put it so that we can tell him, can you describe in your own words the date then? Because it sounds like more happened than what he told us. Yeah.
I mean, we're just really different, really, really different. I think during dinner, I went to use the restroom, and I got back, and I heard him pass gas.
At the table? Like, were you sitting back down, or were you just coming up to the table?
I was coming back to the table, and as I was sitting down, I definitely heard him pass gas.
Oh, bad timing.
So you were did he not notice that you were there yet, and you were walking up and he farted?
Right, basically. He didn't say a single thing about it, and I just kind of sat there and thought, okay, well, I guess we'll just let this go.
Did you guys have that awkward moment where you both know that the other one farted and you kind of sit there in silence for a second, like, is somebody going to bring it up? And then you go,
I did, but he kind of seemed like it was totally fine.
Oh, but what is he going to say? I mean, you'd have to pretend like it didn't happen on your first date at dinner. Yeah.
Well, I kind of tried to just forget about it, but then we get to paying for the check, and he tells me that he thinks he left his wallet in my car, and whatever. I mean, I get it. Like, maybe it just fell out of his pocket or something. So I gave him my keys, and I was praying that he wasn't going to, like, steal my car or do anything. But he came back, and he paid for the bill, and everything, everything was fine. And then, I really thought maybe I would go out with him again. But then I got home, and I was getting my bags and everything from my car, and I realized that the change in my change box in my car was completely gone.
No way.
Like, wait.
So you're accusing him of stealing the change out of your car?
100%.
Oh
no,
my
Are you?
100%.
Really?
I had quarters in there. I know I keep my change there as like my little, thing where I just throw my change. It was completely gone.
Why
All I
would
could
you
think was
steal?
that this hillbilly from the South took my change, stole from me. So I wasn't even going to, he tried calling me, he texted me a couple times. I did not even want to respond. I don't even want to see him again. I don't want to hear from him. I can't even believe that, like, the audacity he would have to call a radio station knowing that he stole from me.
Oh, man.
You said you don't want to hear from him ever again.
Never again.
Okay, well, that's going to be tough because he's actually on the other line listening.
You actually noticed a change was gone for your car?
What is going on?
That's Jeff.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Alana, it's me. It's Jeff. I've been here the whole time. I
don't want to talk to you. Like, you know what you did, and I don't want to talk to you.
Alana, don't you think you're being a little paranoid, accusing Jeff of stealing the change out of your car? I highly doubt that Jeff took the change out of your car.
I took it.
What?
You did?
You actually stole change.
Alana, just listen for a second. I mean, first off, it was a couple bucks, and it was a tip. It was a tip.
You actually stole it?
I checked my wallet. Cash was a little bit low.
This is a joke.
I needed a little extra for the tip. It was only a couple bucks. That's something I learned in the South. You tip good when you go out.
Yeah, but
Your own money.
I was going to pay it back on a second date. It totally slipped my mind to even mention
A
it.
second date? You really think I would go on a second date with you after you stole from me?
It's not stealing. I was borrowing it, and I was going to pay it back on the second date. We do that all the time in the South. It's no big deal.
you do, Jeff? Like, that's a common Southern thing to steal each other's car change and use it as a tip?
No, it ain't stealing. I'm not stealing nothing. I'm borrowing change. It's change.
Jeff,
How often do you notice change in your car?
It's
I got
only-
change in my car. It's been there for a long time.
Oh my God.
I
It's
was
only
borrowing
borrowing
it.
if you actually ask somebody for money and then tell them you're going to pay it back. You can't just take it.
I forgot.
Oh, my God. You know, this is just all ridiculous. Jeff, I think you're a dumb hick.
Oh!
I don't understand why we're even having this conversation. I don't have any more time for this. Our conversation's done.
That was quick.
Oh, wow.
Jeff,
Damn.
you still there, man?
I don't get it. I was going to pay her back. It was a couple of bucks
Yeah, but
from a car that I was going to use for the tip.
Jeff, you should probably ask before you do that, you know?
Look, man, it was my first date with her. Yeah, I was nervous about everything else anyway, and I forgot. I forgot,
All right, well,
and
my advice to you would be next time, if you're ever in that position, don't steal somebody's cash from their car, man.
you know, you keep saying stealing. You know, I've heard it enough. I didn't steal nothing.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just telling you that you probably shouldn't take money from people's cars, even if it's like a Southern thing, like you said. It's definitely
You
not
just
done here.
Stop talking to me about all this. You DJ radio, high school dropout. You don't know what the you're talking
Jeff,
about.
that's the first thing I will agree with you on. I am a radio host. I know that. Don't be so mad. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, well, a lot of help you are.
Did that just really happen?
We just got hung up on twice,
Wow.
which is impressive. And
Not
that
bad.
might be a first time for that.
I didn't even get to ask if they wanted to go on a second date. I guess I'll have to email them. See if I can get them to go out again.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Taylor, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Taylor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm good.
Good. Are you familiar with the radio show?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Cool. Have you ever heard us do something called a second date?
No.
You haven't? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody, right, and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So you recently met a dude, and now you're not calling him back, and he asked us for help.
Oh. Wow. Okay, that's really awkward.
I'll say some names to you, and you tell me if they ring a bell. Milt. Have you gone out with a Milt lately?
No.
How about Chester?
We haven't talked to Chester or Milt.
No Chesters, no Milts. What about a Nick?
Yes.
That'd be the one.
Okay.
Surprise!
Nick,
It would be more shocking, actually, if it was Chester.
I know. Nick told us about how he met you at that escape room and shared some drinks with you and thought that he was going to see you again, but now you're not calling him back, and he's wondering why.
Oh, wow. This is very weird.
The way he painted the picture is that you guys had a delightful time together.
Yeah, I guess so.
That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement. Yeah, I suppose it was fine. Was there something that Nick did wrong?
No, there's nothing he did.
He told us about your friends getting into a fight in the escape room, the boyfriend and girlfriend. Was that the awkward thing that somehow made you not want to go out with him?
Oh, he told you about that?
Well, he said that a couple of your friends got into an argument, and then the two of you went over to try to help smooth things out. Like you talked to his girlfriend, and he talked to his friend, and then everything was good.
That's all he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a really awkward situation. I don't know if I should talk about it.
Is it awkward for your friends or for Nick?
Mostly for my friends, yeah,
Okay.
and me.
Really?
Oh, and you.
It was awkward for me.
So awkward for everybody, and you know what? Our show specializes in awkward, so I think that you should tell us.
I don't know.
Well, more importantly than us, how about Nick? Because Nick really wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Okay, the thing is, like, I kind of lied to Nick when I was out with him.
You lied to him about what?
About why our friends were fighting.
Well, didn't he know why they were fighting?
No, he did not.
So why were they fighting? Like, for real, not the lie part.
Basically, they were fighting because
the guy was texting me, and his girlfriend found out about it.
Wait, we mean like texting you like he was trying to make you his side piece or something? Like, what do you mean?
He was just sending me like really flirty texts.
Whoa.
And when you guys were in the escape room?
No, it was before this, and I was like, hey, I told my girlfriend, I was like, your boyfriend is texting me, and she just decided to bring it up in the middle of this escape room.
What? Oh my God. I have so many questions, but one is why on earth would you ever agree to go into an escape room with a boyfriend who's hitting on you and his girlfriend?
I don't, that's a good question. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Looking back on it, it's probably not a good idea.
No!
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
So they were arguing about you.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with Nick and why you wouldn't be calling Nick back?
I just don't want to get in a relationship where our friends are like arguing and I'm the cause of it. I just want to stay away from all of it.
Oh, it sounds like so much good drama, though, doesn't it?
Not for me.
I'm kidding.
Speaking of good drama, Nick is actually on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I am, unless he's hung up. Nick, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, Taylor.
Hello. Hey.
How's it going?
Fine.
This is awkward.
Yeah, everything's fine.
You knew why they were fighting? And it was all because of you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Why did you feel like you had to lie to me?
I
feel like we had a good time. Like,
I just didn't want to involve you more than you already were involved because it was just so weird.
And Nick, don't you think that's a positive thing? I mean, like, for once she was trying to, tamp down the drama instead of bring it up.
yeah, I guess. It's just still a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Suspicious?
What do you mean suspicious?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you guys met. Like, are you guys still texting at all? And, is it still happening?
No, we are not texting. No.
Snapchatting?
I do not.
Using that
None
one?
of the above.
Oh, okay.
And you were never texting with him, right? You were just a recipient.
Yeah, I in no way encouraged him.
Well, how can I know that you're telling the truth about all this? My buddy wouldn't just come on to you for no reason. Like, you would have had to have done something or encouraged it.
What?
Right?
Okay, we're talking about Dan. Of course he would. That guy's a pervert.
Dan is not a perv. I've known him for 15 years. We've been through a lot together. He can be a little wild, but he's definitely not a pervert in any way, and he's really faithful.
Think about it. The girlfriend was yelling at the boyfriend. If the girlfriend thought that Taylor was involved, she would also be yelling at Taylor.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's not part of a girl code?
No. It just seems the way it is. Whenever somebody cheats, they always blame the person who their significant other cheated on with.
Totally.
Their significant other had nothing to do with it. I agree there. He'd probably be yelling at Taylor more than her boyfriend. Dan the pervert or whatever his name is.
He's not a pervert.
If I showed you some of the things he's been texting me, you would say something different.
Oh, really?
Eggplant emoji.
So let me get this straight. You're saying you've never flirted with him. You've never encouraged him to keep texting you, and you guys have never hooked up or done anything? You're the innocent person in this whole thing?
Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
And Nick, it sounds like you're trying to pin her down and attack her for causing the drama.
It just is. Yeah, I've known Dan for so long. It just seems so weird that this would be happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it.
I am telling you the truth. Your friend is a creep. He's been texting me. His girlfriend got mad. I have nothing to do with it. I want to be completely out of it. I don't want to be involved.
Is that why you were so anxious to get out of the escape room?
Yes, I did not want to be around them. It was a mistake that I went there.
Not a total mistake, right?
Oh, there we go. The tune is changing.
All right, Nick's still in.
Hey, Taylor, would you like to go on a second date with Nick? We will pay for it.
I'm going to have to say no because the situation is just too weird right now, and I need to wait till everything blows over.
I don't know what this has to do with you and I. Their problems are their problems, and I think you and I should focus on us and see, what we could be. Because we did have a good time. You can't deny that.
I mean, we had a good time. I just can't. It's just too weird right now.
Taylor, I know there's all this drama going on between our friends, but I think there's something here, and that should be enough for us to go out again.
Yeah.
I think that means no.
It's just too weird.
I just think there could be something here.
I mean, really, it sounds like everything just boils down to this other couple fighting. Don't you think that will blow over eventually, and then you guys could go out?
I just still have to say no.
No for now, right?
Yes, no for now.
Okay.
So there's a chance at some point.
So maybe one day.
All right.
Oh, yay! Maybe one
I've never been
day.
so happy at the end of a second date.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Thomas?
No, this is not Thomas.
This isn't Thomas?
This is Glenn. Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Jubal. I'm calling from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay, hi.
Hi. I was looking to speak with a Thomas.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, you said your name was Glenn?
Yep, it is.
Okay. Well, Glenn, let me ask you a question. Did you start kind of an online relationship with a girl named Kristen a little while ago?
Sorry, what is this about?
I knew it.
I wasn't answering my question, Glenn.
Yeah, exactly, Glenn.
Well, the reason that I'm asking you, Glenn, is because Kristen emailed us, because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up not calling you back after, you can email us and hopefully find out why. And she told us a little bit about meeting a dude named Thomas online and talking to him for over a month. Things got very heated to the point where Thomas and her were saying, I love you. And then there was supposed to be a dinner date and that never happened. But strangely, the phone number that she gave me for Thomas is for you. And your name's Glenn.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry, I was confused. I am Thomas.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, Glenn, we know that you're lying. Just come out with it. Why are you leading women on and telling them I love you on dating apps and toying with their emotions? That really hurts people.
I know it sounds like that. No. Let me explain. So Thomas is my middle name, and I go by Glenn sometimes and Thomas sometimes.
Okay, but so you're admitting that you're the person that she was talking to.
Yeah. No, I know Kristen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait. The Kristen that you were supposed to meet at the restaurant where you said you were in a restaurant in a different city, but then when she looked up that restaurant in the different city, that didn't exist?
Wow, you know a lot about me. Yeah, I did try to meet her.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of weird how honest you're being, because normally when people catfish somebody online, they would try to deny it.
Well, it's kind of complicated. I guess you could call it a catfish, but it's not like that.
Okay, well then can you
Oh my
try to
gosh.
explain it, please?
So actually I've met Kristen before.
What?
You've met her before.
You mean like you had seen her picture on the same dating app or something?
Well, that, but also I've met her in person. She just doesn't know that I'm who I say I am or who she's been talking to.
What?
Wow.
Now that
Okay,
comes off
so-
as not only like catfishing and like an a-hole move, but creepy. You sound creepy.
No. It's not creepy. I just wasn't expecting to talk about this right now. So I actually live in her building.
What? It gets even
You
weirder.
guys live in the same building?
Yeah, it's just not as, I didn't move in to like stalk her. I live in the apartment underneath her and I really like her and I'm just really nervous to talk to her.
Okay, no one brought up stalking. You're the only person that jumped to that conclusion, which is also a red flag.
No, you guys are accusing me and it's making me sound like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I really like Kristen and this whole situation is
Yeah,
weird and I'm not a catfish.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing. If it's not catfishing.
Like I said, she lives in the unit above me, and I really like her. She's really cool and really pretty, and I'm just a kind of a nervous guy. So I thought I'd make this profile to get to know her and then, meet her or talk to her in person with this information I have.
And when you
Wait,
talked
what?
to her in person and you showed up and you were the dude that lives downstairs, you didn't think that would go bad?
Well, I was just trying to use the information to talk to her about things she would like, but a fake persona, I was never going to meet her as that. I mean, I was just using that to kind of get to know her better, but it got really out of hand.
So wait, you were basically like being a spy on a dating app in order to find out, I don't know, if she likes to go hiking, so that when you ran into her into the building, you could be like, oh, hey, I'm also going on a hike. Let's go together. And then she would fall in love with the real you, not the fake you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for understanding.
Whoa!
No,
Wow.
that is-
Okay, so
that
you
is still
catfished her to get research on things to talk to her about.
Oh, that's so creepy.
That is elaborate.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And then how did you let your fake persona say I love you to her
Oh, that's
online?
I don't know. She's awesome, and I just got wrapped up into this fantasy.
Okay, did you mean to actually schedule a date with her?
Well, she was the one who was pushing it, and then I just thought since we talked a lot, like, she could see past the weird beginning to this relationship we're going to have.
Did you have any plan of actually meeting up with her?
I did plan on it, and then I freaked out at the last moment.
Oh,
Wow.
So then what was your, wait, so everything backfired and now you're just giving up on everything. You're not stalking her anymore.
Well, I was never stalking her, but yeah, I mean, it's all complicated.
Yeah, super complicated. You know what else complicates it even more, Thomas? Kristen is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
I don't even know what to think.
I don't either.
Who are you? Oh, Glenn? I don't even know who you are. Like, what do you look like?
We actually talked once in the laundromat, but I live underneath you. I'm in 102. I'm the guy with the shaved head. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to get like that. I think you're really cool and you're so beautiful, and I just was worried it wouldn't go well, so I don't know.
So you decided to catfish me? Is that what you did? I mean, this is embarrassing.
Well, okay, every night I have to hear you with your boyfriend upstairs, and that should be me. You don't even know me.
Wait.
What boyfriend? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That blonde guy, the one with the hair up to his shoulders, he's been around for like 6 months, and I hear you guys all the time.
First of all, he's not my boyfriend. It's nothing like that, okay?
He calls you his girlfriend. I've heard it.
What? You're like spying on her. So not only are you like creating fake personas to get into her life, but now you're just straight up listening to her conversations inside her apartment.
No,
scary.
our building
It's
is small, and you guys are saying I'm lying. Well, she's also lying.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have a boyfriend or not? Because if you do have a boyfriend, it's weird that you're online trying to meet dudes telling them you love them.
Yeah,
but it's not my boyfriend. It's a friend. We hang out a lot. It's a fun thing. It's not my boyfriend, and he knows that.
Oh, man. You guys are both kind of out.
No,
like,
no.
What's going on right
I don't care if she's dating 8 other dudes right now. What he did is so creepy.
Okay, I know we're both in like a weird place, and this all started out really weird, but when we were talking online, there was something there. There was a good vibe, and like...
I was vibing with Thomas, not with Glenn.
Well, I am Thomas.
No, you're not Thomas. You put on these like fake pictures. It's so bad. You have no
Those
idea.
aren't fake. Those are my brother, actually.
Heartbreaking.
Those are pictures of your brother?
Yeah, those are pictures
That's
of my older
mean.
brother.
Does he even know that you're doing that? No.
Yeah, he told me I should do it.
Me.
No, he did not. Glenn,
Yeah,
stop
right.
lying. You are such a bad liar. Glenn, are you actually trying to still make this work? I mean, she would literally have to be just as nuts as you to want to continue whatever weird fantasy relationship you started.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not moving out of the building, so either we go on a date or just like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
You cannot make me go on a date with you. This is just so bad.
Whatever. This all got really out of hand. I was just trying to get to know you because I liked you, and now it's just weird. And
Yeah, it's our fault, Glenn.
You could have talked to me like a normal person and just asked me out. Who knows? Maybe I would have gone out with you.
I did try to talk to you like a normal person in the laundromat, and you didn't even give me the time of day. You just walked out.
I don't even remember this. Who knows? Like, I don't even know what was going on in my mind that day.
Whatever. I liked you, and I'm down to go out on another date if you want to.
All right.
Sounds
Sweet. Well,
healthy.
Kristen, would you like to go on a first date with Thomas or Glenn?
Absolutely
Or
not.
Thomas? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
Well,
no.
yeah, I mean-
And I'm changing my lock. I mean, this is gross.
Oh, my God.
No, it is not an oh my God situation, Glenn. She needs to call her landlord right now.
All right, well, I'm not going to talk to you, so don't worry. I'll forget you exist, forget I exist, and tell your boyfriend I say hello.
Oh my God.
He's not my boyfriend. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Adrian, please?
Yes, this is she.
Adrian, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Who is this?
Yeah, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. What is this regarding?
This is regarding a date that you recently went on. We do I'll tell you what it is before you get too weirded out. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date. You recently went out with a guy named Jesse, and he emailed us about you. So we're calling to find out why you're not calling Jesse back.
Well, this is really weird to be put on the spot like this.
I know, I understand. Do you not want to go out with him again?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Hey, I don't care. You're not saying no to me. You're saying no to him. Why don't you want to go out with him again, though?
So, I mean, I went over to his house for dinner, and he had talked himself up as this really great cook, like one of the best in his circle of friends or whatever. And
Yeah, he told us the same thing. He said he was a pretty good cook, and he said that he made you his signature chicken casserole.
yeah, first off, chicken casserole is not
That's not a food. That's something you take to a potluck. That's something.
I was actually kind of thinking the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's a casserole. It's like a throw-to meal that you do when you're like a working mom.
See, I don't cook. I heard the word casserole and I was like, wow. That sounds hard.
But, you know, you got to give the guy a break. He's like a single dude, so.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And like, I'm a huge foodie, but you know, if it's good, if it's delicious casserole, like by all means, you know, change my mind, like prove it to me, you know. But it was, I mean, it was the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Really? It was that bad?
Oh, no.
It was so bad, and he had talked it up so much.
He said that you ate it and seemed to like it.
Well, I was brought up in the Midwest. I have certain manners that I try to, you know.
AKA,
So you were being polite.
Yeah.
Was it like can of mushroom soup bad type of casserole?
Oh, it had to have cream of something soup. Like,
Again, I'm not tracking with you guys because cream of anything soup sounds good to me.
No.
Sounds delicious.
No, that cream of mushroom soup that like you get at the dollar store and you pull it out and it's like this gelatinous mass. Like listen, my grandma used to make that.
Dude, that cream of mushroom soup. I love that stuff.
Okay, well, if you like it so much, fine. But personally, I would not give that slop to my dog.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like he made a delicious meal to me, but I guess I don't get it. So is that the only reason then that you just didn't like his cooking?
It's one of my deal breakers. You know, one of my priorities is that if I'm going to date someone, he needs to be able to cook. He needs to know how to cook for a woman. He needs to know how to set a table, present a meal.
All right.
Wow.
The comic book thing have anything to do with it? I know that you voiced your concerns about the food. He thought the reason you didn't want to go out with him was his big comic book collection.
Actually, I mean, we looked at that stuff after dinner, and I felt physically ill. So I was just trying to, like, keep it together.
It couldn't have been that bad.
Oh, no.
No, it was. And I don't understand how, I mean, I'm really worried because if that's his signature dish, right? And it's cold in the center.
Yeah.
Even cooked all the way through. I mean, if that's his pride and joy, then like, what does everything else taste like? Like, I'm completely terrified to think about that being inflicted on another woman.
I feel like the second date has turned into a Yelp review.
Yeah.
And you're just destroying him.
It's like Food Network right now.
Yeah, well, one of his friends needs to sit him down because they've clearly, like, let him think that he's good at this.
Okay. Well, Adrian, I do have to tell you that you kind of have already told him because he's actually on the other line listening.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Jesse, you there?
You really didn't like it?
Oh my God.
I mean, I've made that for people and they love it. Like, I don't understand.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Jesse, but they were just being nice to you because it tastes like trash.
Oh.
Wow.
That's disgusting. That's unconscionably disgusting.
Are you?
Jesse, nobody's ever told you that your food is bad before? I mean, the way Adrian is describing it, it's the worst thing on the planet.
Like, nobody has even said anything remotely like this at all.
Dude, Jesse, she's being so mean to you. Even if your food is that bad, like, I don't know why you're still, like, even being nice to her at all.
Well, I mean, if she's right and my cooking's that bad, I mean, I can't fault her for being upset about it. I mean,
they could, like,
nobody's told me this before.
Listen, someone needed to tell you, and someone told you, so you can move forward now. I guess. You need a class. You need a class.
You said class? I thought you said slap.
I heard that.
I thought you were like, you need a slap. I was like, you want to physically assault him, Adrian?
No. I mean, maybe someone could, but no. Just take a class. You know, if you like to cook, you can get better. I'm sure you can. You can't cook for another woman like that. Like, you just can't. It's not right.
What if I just had an off night? Like, I just wasn't up to snuff. Maybe you just didn't like that particular recipe. What if we have a do-over and I make you baked ziti?
Ooh.
No, absolutely not. No do-overs. No, like, if you can't cook a casserole to warmth in the center, that's basic cooking skills. It's common sense.
Adrian, you should be on one of those cooking shows as a judge.
Yes.
Like, you are perfect for it.
I just know good food, and I know what I like.